how you doing? I'm just here to file a crime report. I can wait for a supervisor or whenever you're ready.
For report for what, sir?
Crime report. So this will be for stalking and for harassment.
Harassment?
Yes.
So what happened?
All right.
What happened?
Sure. So there's a guy that you guys already know very well of, Anthony Damato Jr.
You know him?
No. You guys probably have heard the name Anthony Damato Jr.
I haven't, sir.
All right, well, let me tell you the story of Anthony Damato Jr. He's the child predator that has been going around and harassing, myself included, everybody that is publicly speaking out against Scientology. He's had death threats made out on me, as well as...
in person or?
No, so far he's issued death threats online, but he's also been...
Do you have proof of that?
Yes, he's also been instigating swattings, which are false 3 police reports, and I am one of those victims. He works alongside another woman who works for Scientology. Her name is Janet Weiland, and I have a photo of her, and I can spell out her name for you too. So that's Janet, who he works with.
Yeah.
And that's the other lady.
For that guy, right?
Yeah, both.
They work together?
They work together.
Okay.
Yep. And it's been ongoing for quite a while now. Just today, we actually had 2 swatting calls. Myself and another woman. We were at City Hall.
Are you home or where?
No, a lot of these occur when I'm out about in public and I get swatted.
The 2 swatting calls that happened today in the City Hall?
Yeah, actually today.
Which one, sir? Which city?
So City Hall.
Los Angeles?
Yes, City Hall in Los Angeles.
You work for the city of Los Angeles?
No. I was just a visitor.
You were visiting and...
Yeah, I was there visiting the inauguration of the new police chief.
Okay.
And so that's why I was at City Hall.
And the 2 swatting calls, you believe they were targeted to you?
They were, yeah. We actually talked to several of the police officers who were stationed to watch the inauguration of the new police chief, and they came up and talked to us. There were several officers there that mentioned that 2 of those swatting calls occurred, and they were for her. She's known as Audit LA, and myself.
Okay, so do you have your ID, sir?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Also, when you say that they threaten you, he threatened you?
Oh, yeah.
Social media?
Yeah, so it's been outright death threats, like...
And what did he say?
It's been everything from...
You gotta be more specific.
Yeah, so it'll be everything from, he's gonna kill me, I better watch out, and that he'll end my life. Those are very clear and direct.
And no report was filed in downtown today?
No, because we actually know where this guy lives. He lives here in the jurisdiction of Wilshire.
But this happened there, right?
Yes, I also wanted to file it here because his name is well known in this station. Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. You living happened today?
This must have been about 3:30 or so.
About 3:30?
Yep.
And you were told that you were targeted on that one?
Yeah. Myself and another woman.
And then your friend?
Yeah.
Okay. Last name is Marini?
Yes. So the first perpetrator, Anthony.
There are 2 of them?
Yeah, so the 2 I mentioned, Anthony Damato Jr.
Okay.
Anthony is spelled regular Anthony.
Okay, Anthony.
And then the D apostrophe A M like Mary A T O.
Amato?
Yep, Damato. Jr. And then, yep. And then the other woman.
You know his date of birth? How old is this?
He's 52 years old. Yeah.
52?
Yeah.
52-year-old. It's a male
Male, white.
Have you confronted this
Yeah,
person?
I've seen. Yep, I have photos of him.
Male, what he descent?
He's Italian.
Italian?
Yeah,
Okay.
male, white.
Hair color?
He is actually white colored hair. He's mostly balding.
Okay. Eyes color?
Brown eyes. Yeah.
How tall is he, approximately?
Maybe 5'4", pretty short.
5'4"?
Yeah.
About his weight?
150, 160.
150?
Yeah. Lightweight, average, light build.
Okay. Do you have his phone number?
No, I do have his social media handles though. His one social media handle is called Zero Dark, like spelled out.
Like dark? Okay.
Yep, Zero Dark Tony. Those 3 words all spelled out.
Tony?
Yes. Yep, Zero Dark Tony.
Mm-hmm. And that one is...
That's all of his social media, including YouTube.
Media?
Yep, YouTube, Twitter.
Okay, and you have an email for this guy?
No, it's I don't have an email for him, but the rest of his contact is right on his social media. Yeah, and I'll give you my email after this too.
Okay, these are where you receive the threats, right?
That's yep. And then the second person that he colludes with to issue the threats is Janet. Jan, like Nancy, E.T. And then Weiland, spelled Weilan, like Nancy, D like dog. Yep, Janet.
How old is this lady?
About 60 to 62.
62.
Correct. And she works for Scientology.
Both of them?
Both of them do work for Scientology, yep.
Okay, she's female?
She's female.
She's white?
Female, white, Italian. About 5'2".
Hair color?
Red.
Red?
Yes.
Eyes color?
Let's see, eye color. She also has brown eyes.
Brown eyes?
Yep.
Okay, about her weight, sir?
Maybe like 140, 150. Yeah.
What's the social media she uses?
So she is on LinkedIn.
L?
Yep. LIN like Nancy. KEDIN like Nancy. LinkedIn. Yep.
LinkedIn.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm not, I don't live there. Yep. Yep. And then I'll wait for the card to get the incident ID, and then they usually send me the link afterwards to upload the video evidence and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, your deputy took the crime report, but basically there's 2 individuals, Janet Weiland and Anthony Damato Jr.
And how do you know these guys?
So they're 2 folks that are with the Church of Scientology, and they're harassing.
Are you a part of the church too, or no?
No,
Okay.
no. I am actually the victim of the harassment that they have.
Janet Weiland and who?
Anthony Damato Jr. And they work together to basically harass anybody that is a public critic of Scientology. I personally have received outright death threats from Anthony Damato Jr.
Okay.
And he's also right now got a restraining order on him from a minor who has also received.
A minor has one on him.
Yes.
You don't have one on you?
I do
Okay.
not. No.
Okay.
No. But yeah, I've received death threats from him and all other manner of harassment where he encourages actively people on his social media to go and release private information like home addresses of where I live, names of family members, and actively encourages them to make false police reports as well as other false reports like false CPS reports, calling of employers to make false reports that
Employers of yours?
right. So
Okay.
an employer of mine
Okay.
to falsely report that I'm engaged in illicit activity, all in an attempt to basically slander names
Okay.
and harass and intimidate to no longer be a public critic of Scientology. And
So-
I'm not unique in that regard at all.
No, I understand. So
Yeah.
how did you come about knowing about these guys, or even
So
was it like you guys are friends at one point, or
No.
how did this all kind
Yeah.
of come about that they just focus on you now?
Yeah, I'm not affiliated with them at all.
Okay.
I've been protesting Scientology for several months now, and I was actually swatted. And he is a known instigator
Okay.
and affiliate with the swatting calls, which are the false Code 3 reports
Yeah.
that have been made on the public Scientology critics.
Okay.
Shortly after I was swatted, which his social media channel, particularly his YouTube, was shown on his chat logs, as well as him verbally encouraging people to make false calls.
Okay.
There was another guy that's actually based out here in LA named Scott Hochstetter, known colloquially as DOA, who was swatted literally 5 minutes right after I was swatted over in New York State on the opposite end of the country.
And they're doing that from here, or do they live here, or what?
So Anthony Damato Jr. actually does live here. His
Okay.
address is known, and your deputies also know various other information on him. We've been filing the violations he has of the RO with this minor actively, and so his name is very well known. I was actually walking by and I saw a flyer attached to a street light that named him and had his photo and said, "Watch
Like
out
that
for
right
the
here,
child."
like we're at.
Like literally all up and down your street block here. There's literally all plastered. So I didn't do it.
So these guys are actively in the church. is that
They are,
correct?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Janet is actually a top-ranking member of a organization within the church called the Office of Special Affairs, abbreviated OSA.
Okay.
And she specifically is the one that handles the payment to agitators to harass critics, as well as what they call fair gaming, which is showing up to people's homes, calling employers, anything to basically intimidate them out of criticizing Scientology.
And I've heard that stuff like that does happen.
Yeah.
Okay. You're from it. Did you make the report yet? Or you got Azucena's coming up to take it, right?
Yeah, Azucena is gonna take
He's
over.
gonna take the report. Okay.
He got all his information already.
I give him my driver's license and phone and email.
Okay, because we kind of do it on the phone, so he'll probably come and go through the story again. Now, this guy, you said he has an active YouTube channel, right? You know what it is? The address and
Yes,
everything? Okay,
it's called Zero Dark Tony.
okay. Give it to them when they come back
Sure,
up.
no
That
problem.
way, because then once the detectives have these kind of things, they'll go through and see what.
100%.
If the guy's actively not just messing with you, what kind of other stuff's he into?
Absolutely.
Does this other Janet have YouTube too, or how does, or
She has a LinkedIn actually. It's just her full name.
does it have stuff like that on her LinkedIn too? or
So
no?
actually on her LinkedIn, what it'll show is affiliations with other boards that she's a part of,
Okay.
like the Community Police Accountability Board over at the Northeast Division,
Okay.
where she sits there and has, we know through CPRA records, has actively tried to encourage responding officers to respond with either Code 3 reports on bogus calls or outright make other false claims that Scientology critics are being violent when they're not. And we have those through a series of CPRA requests of email records and phone interactions through the LAPD.
Okay, yeah, they can definitely get hold of that. All right, so we'll make sure to get you taken care of, get all this in the report. Have you ever tried to get a restraining order on these two?
No, and my hope is to do this due diligence. To
Yeah,
get
take the
ball.
report with you.
Yes,
And
yes,
that'll help you with the
yes.
restraining order.
Yeah.
We'll get you taken care of. where do you live in our division too, or where do you?
No, I'm actually here primarily visiting for the, today was the appointment of the new police chief
Yeah.
at City Hall. So I've been reporting, I was there reporting. And then earlier in the week, I've been primarily attending the city council meetings for various motions that I'm helping support some of the neighborhood councils that are in the area to get involved with their local activism.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So they'll get you good. Would you want a business card from me?
Yeah, if you have one, yeah, that'd be great.
Definitely, for sure. So we'll make sure you get taken care of, get all that in the report, and then, yeah, having that information on the YouTube and stuff, that they can actually
Yeah, I've got
maybe get more stuff on him than just him focusing on you, and obviously it sounds like he's just...
Yeah, and I'm not the, like I said, I'm not unique in that regard where I'm being targeted. There's another woman that's on social media known as Audit LA, and she too has been a target of harassment from these two individuals, and so it's not unique in that regard. Like I said, I'm just here to do my part in filing the report, just so it's there.
Yeah, yeah. And then, so with this, definitely work on that restraining order.
Sounds good.
I'm not logged on yet. Can you show me code 6, our call at Wilshire Station that can I have the last four, please? Yeah, I'm glad they caught me before I went out because we got a...
Yeah, I heard you guys had it.
Homicide
Yeah. Sorry to hear, man. That's...
Dodgers, that might be a night, so had a busy night.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, we deal with a lot of swatting, and it's tough on, like, I mean, we have to go through like everything serious,
Yeah.
and we feel bad for like people who have to go to home, and it's just,
Oh, absolutely.
you know, we can't just, okay, it's a known swatter, but you never know, like this could be the one time real. And
Absolutely.
yeah, we feel it's, I
They're-
feel for the people that are victims of it, because what we have to put them through.
Yeah.
Some of them, if we can kind of get a sense right away, we'll kind of turn it back. We still kind of have to go through it, and it's just...
Yeah, well, with this one guy in
Right.
particular, Damato, he's also specifically known to have, like, it's understandable when it's one thing with adult on adult, but this guy, Anthony Damato Jr., has also swatted a child at his home.
That's wrong.
And it's that same child I mentioned. I won't say their name, but they have a clutch RO on him, and on the RO it specifically states no swatting as part of the conditions of violation, which he's just blown
It's
through.
sad that it has to be on there.
Yeah.
How far did you have the last four days? Roger, thank you. All right, so here is my name, Sgt Rizzotto. That's my serial number.
Yep.
The date, the time, and this is the instant number of me speaking with you right now. That you're making a report, you know, you're being harassed from a swatter for a known suspect. So the officers will come in here after they kind of get the basics in there. They'll kind of run through the story, give them YouTube channel, her LinkedIn, whatever you got. The
Sounds good.
detectives can do a little more follow up on it, okay?
Appreciate it,
So
man.
sit tight. I will get them up here as soon as I can.
Thanks, Sergeant.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, sir, how's it going?
Hey, man.
I was Azucena.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you, sir.
Good. Yeah.
What's going on? How can we help you?
Yeah, so basically, I am not unique in this regard, but I am one of the victims of the harassment targeted by known agitators and affiliates of the Church of Scientology.
Okay.
And I'm just here to do my part in reporting the harassment. This is not the first time. This has frankly been going on since probably about early July 2024.
Okay.
And there's countless evidence I have. He's actually right now, as goofy as it sounds, you can literally pull out your own phone. He's literally on social media doing the threats live right now.
Right.
And that handle I gave, Zero Dark Tony, is all of his socials from Twitter to YouTube, Twitch, and another video streaming platform called Rumble. This guy,
Any of you by any chance, sir?
yes, I gave it to them before, but I can give it to you again.
Please.
Yeah,
We'll
no
be the ones
problem.
doing the report and
It's all good.
investigation and everything like that. What when you say threats, like just again for report the better?
Outright death threats, like I'll end you, I'll kill you,
Okay.
your family's
I know
next.
they're ridiculous, redundant questions, but I have to ask: are you in fear? Do you believe these threats
Oh
to be
yeah,
threatable?
I actually
and
yes,
worthy? Okay.
yes, I actually got swatted as
Okay.
part of these threats, and this individual particularly, and the handler of his, Janet, they collude together to carry out these swattings, and I also am not the only victim of the swattings. There's been
You say squatting?
swatting, like
Swatting.
false code 3
Gotcha.
reports.
I thought it was swatting.
Swatting, yeah, no, you're good, you're good. It actually literally happened today. I was with another woman who is also a victim, and we literally were talking to the officers. Now, we were inside City Hall, so
This happened in City Hall?
yes,
Okay.
we were there watching the appointment of the new police chief. He was sitting before the council chambers, and anyway, yeah, approached a police officer who was there, talked to them and said, yeah, there's 2 active swatting calls on you guys, and we know they're false. We're just working to clear it up.
Did they give you a Did they give you a business card for that by chance?
They did not, but it's usually the same folks. There's Duarte that's present there, and his partner that I always blank on. But it's always those 2 that are always present at any city council event.
Okay. Roughly what time was it and what day?
This 2 today was around 3:30 p.m. At City Hall.
Okay. 3:30 p.m. at City Hall, and there's 2 of them, you said?
Yeah. They believed it was one for me and one for her. The other woman present, her social media handle is known as Audit LA. So like the full word Audit and then just the abbreviation LA. She too is a public critic of Scientology, and in fact, through some of the work she's done with CPRA records, we've seen active collusion with Janet falsely reporting to LAPD that Scientology protesters have been violent when they haven't, and telling them to basically treat us as some sort of violent people and aggressors when we're not.
Okay.
And we have, like I said, those are well documented through CPRA records. We have emails and phone records of various LAPD officers from various divisions.
And it's the same 2 people, correct?
These are, so they're not the same person, but these are the same 2 people colluding with each other, both directly affiliated with the Church of Scientology.
Have you ever physically came in contact with you at all, like put hands on you by any way? Or?
No, the closest I ever physically got was I showed up to a Northeast LAPD division. They have what's called a Community Accountability Police Board. It's a public meeting.
Right.
I showed up there, and it just so happened that Janet actually holds a board position and was in attendance that day. And I was all the way at the end of the room. She was on the opposite end. And so that's the closest I ever physically got to her.
I was just saying because a great way if they did or kind of stalk you is just to get a restraining order.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
So the police report would definitely help you with that.
Ideally,
So-
yep. And usually following up from other incidents I've encountered during the reporting and streaming,
Right.
we usually get sent some sort of link via the Axon services, where I'll upload via video clips or
Like
screenshots, evidence.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
That's why my partner was asking earlier if you had a business card for the other one, because anytime you can provide it to the judge that either the report we're giving you today or a business card from previous events, it's like a paper trail.
Yeah, I
stuff
can
like
definitely.
that.
Yeah, I can definitely get because I see Duarte pretty much every day. I'll get a
I
hold.
highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so those 2 calls were made, and they were saying, like, you got a bomb or a gun?
It's
or-
usually from my first one when I got swatted in Buffalo, New York. I was outside a Scientology building.
Sorry, I don't know if you told me when was this approximately? The
This-
first one.
Yeah.
The first one.
So the one that we're talking about City Hall was
Right.
today 3:30 p.m.
Okay.
The one before that where I personally got held at gunpoint was early first week of July of this year. I believe it was the 6th of July over in Buffalo, New York, outside of their main location there. It's on Main Street.
Got it. Okay. And then the second criminal part, again, I know you told me, I just want to make sure I got it. The criminal threats that they're making, they say, I'm going to kill you?
Yep, kill me.
I'm going to kill you?
Yep, end your life.
I'm going to end your life, okay. And it's both of them or just one of them?
So the direct expletives have been from Anthony Damato Jr.
Okay.
They collude together though. Janet is known for working with a specific organization in Scientology known as the Office of Special Affairs.
Okay.
It's very well documented. They do what's called fair gaming, where they actively hire agitators.
So Anthony's the one making the threats, right?
He's the one publicly making the threats, but it's known very well that Janet is the one that is sending money and providing other resources to execute on threats.
Have you ever heard, or she ever, or like, has she ever told you a threat? Like,
She's
person,
physically, I've never
through
physically,
text messages,
no,
phone call,
No.
Okay.
no, only from what we've seen of CPRA records where she, not directly to me, but indirectly to all Scientology critics, stating that they are violent and issuing false reports that they are going to be violent.
Okay. You get anything else or anything like that?
So, main threats that were made is, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to end you.
Yep.
That was said by him, and that's him saying it live on his service.
Yes, all across his.
What's his handle?
So his social media handle, it's the words zero, so like spelled out, ZERO.
Oh, spelled out.
Yep, zero, dark, just like the color dark, and then Tony, T-O-N like Nancy Y, on all of his platforms. So that's on Twitter, that's on YouTube, it's on Twitch, and that's on another live streaming platform called Rumble.
Okay.
And it's the same name handle for all of them.
Okay, and the threats that he made, was it on one specific social media, or was it
All of them.
He's doing it all
Yeah,
at the
all
same
of them.
time?
Yeah, all of them concurrently.
I can't read that handwriting. Can you just re-say it for me, please?
So
Anthony.
so his full name spelling, so it's Anthony.
What's the last name first, please?
Yep. So last name is Damato, which is spelled D
Okay.
apostrophe A like Alpha, M like Mary, A like Alpha, T like Tango, O
Okay.
Junior. That's Damato Jr. is the last name,
Anthony? And Anthony first name?
and then Anthony first name. Yes.
I think you're live right now. I don't want you to dox yourself.
Yeah.
Do you have your address and everything?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
could you write it down for me?
Yeah. So,
Maybe it's possible date of birth, phone number.
he is around 52 years old. Build is, I want to say, maybe like 150 to 160. His stature is about no more than 5'4" to 5'6". White. And he's Italian.
Okay. Do you know, you got his social media, so like his phone number or anything like that?
I don't know his phone number, but I do know where he is located for his address. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, all be.
And then for the other person, Janet, same thing. Can I just get the last name?
Yep, I just want to make sure I have it spelled. It's W-E-I-L. Yep, and then this is her. She's on LinkedIn.
Okay. Got it. And you're saying she was one of the ones that did the phone calls, right?
Yeah, she's the handler. She's basically the handler for known agitators like Anthony Damato Jr. There's been others, several which have either gone to jail, have ROs from other Scientology protesters. So yeah, they all have handlers. Janet is 100%. We know for a fact she's one of those handlers.
Okay. And why is it that they'd want to do this? Just because of the auditing?
Yes, it's 100% been because I have shown up to exercise First Amendment rights on public property and outing a lot of the abuses they have. Specifically, lately, it's been showing the collusion of various government agencies. Just to name a few. So there's collusion with the Bureau of Street Services. Streets LA is also commonly known, where they continue to print false street permits that are alleging closures of a street when in fact the permit does not grant any sort of such authority. Another has been the blockade of public easements with what is essentially giant wooden blocks, but they don't have the appropriate, what's called a Type R revocable permit to blockade the easement. And for 6 months now, we've been going, myself and other streamers and critics have been going to the Board of Public Works to address these issues.
Okay.
They've already received notice, formal written notice from the city to clear the street, as well as remove the blockade of the easement, refusing outright to comply.
Really?
And so that's been very well documented as well.
Seems like a lot of work.
Yes.
44392. My partner's getting a business card right now.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Names and
That'd be
everything.
wonderful.
So here, I'll explain it because my handwriting is bad too.
It's all good.
7 Adam 85, that's my unit. I'm Officer Azucena, 4452, that's a 4.
Yep.
And Door, 44392, that's my partner. Basically, in the back, we're taking 2 police reports for you. Only reason is we're digital now, so we don't give out physical copies anymore.
Yeah, usually I get the link from the...
Exactly.
Yep,
So
yep.
I'm just giving you the business card in the meantime, so that it's saying that we did take 2 reports. 4153 is the incident number, today's date and time.
Appreciate it, man.
So,
Sounds good.
any other questions or statements you kind of want to make?
I gave you my email. I gave my phone.
And a phone number.
Yep,
Detectives reach out if they have further and all that.
Sounds good.
And then, do you have evidence of, do you need a link for that?
Yeah, so when I get the link, I'll upload some of
send it to
the
your phone number.
screenshots, video clips, and likewise some of the CPRA records showing from Janet the painting of violent.
And just so you know, sir, so you might get a phone call from a detective in a couple days.
Yep, no
because
problem.
we do the initial investigation, the report, and it obviously goes to the detective.
Yep,
And if they
yep.
have any follow-up questions, they might just give you a call. Okay.
Sounds good.
I saw that you had the New York ID. Who are you going for? Dodgers?
Yeah, man. Hey, I gotta play it safe out here. I'll say Dodgers, just so I can go home safely.
Gotcha. Any other questions, sir?
No, that's it. I appreciate it.
Have a
Thanks
good
for your
day,
help,
sir.
guys.
Thank you very much.
Yep, have a good night.
Stay
Take
safe,
care.
okay?
Oh, come on.